Dame Judi Dench. Someone once stopped her mid-conversation and asked a question she hadn't expected. After a lifetime in the spotlight, who were the people she loved most? Not her favorite roles, not her most memorable performances. The people. And what surprised her wasn't the question. It was how quickly the answers came. When you've spent decades in theaters and on film sets, you accumulate something far more valuable than awards. You collect people. The ones who made you laugh when the day felt impossible. The ones who checked on you quietly, without making a fuss. The ones who turned an ordinary Tuesday into something you'd still be thinking about years later. Dame Judi has been open about the fact that those are the memories that stayed. Not opening nights, not standing ovations, but the small, human moments in between. Jeffrey Palmer was the first name that came to mind. Anyone who watched As Time Goes By saw the warmth between them on screen, and she's been clear that it wasn't manufactured. Jeffrey had a quietly dry sense of humor, one well-placed remark that took the room 5 seconds to catch up to. He never chased attention, never needed to. What she valued most was the trust. In every scene, she knew he was genuinely listening. That kind of presence makes an actor's job feel effortless, and after years of working beside him, his absence left the sort of quiet that's hard to describe. Richard Harris was something else entirely. He walked into rooms differently. There was simply a pull to him that made people look up before he'd said a word. His stories were legendary, some more embellished with each telling, but nobody ever wanted him to stop. What she remembers most, though, wasn't the larger-than-life personality the public saw. It was the private kindness, the ability to read a room and lift it precisely when it needed lifting. Behind the confidence was someone who genuinely loved people. Alan Rickman was the quietest of the 5. He'd sit back, observe, absorb, and when he finally spoke, everyone listened. His kindness worked the same way. No performance to it, no announcement. If someone new to the cast looked nervous, Alan would find a subtle way to put them at ease. That sort of thoughtfulness, she says, is what made him truly unforgettable. Not the iconic voice, not the extraordinary roles, but the person he was when the cameras weren't rolling. Michael Gambon could make her laugh without a single setup. Sometimes just a look, sometimes half a sentence. He kept things light without ever being dismissive, and on a long filming day, repeating the same scene for the 10th time, that gift is worth more than most people realize. He stayed curious until the end, always finding something new in a scene that everyone else had already moved past. And then, there was Maggie Smith. Sharp, precise, wickedly funny, and underneath all of it, one of the warmest people she's ever known. They could sit in comfortable silence, then Maggie would land one perfectly timed remark, and they'd both dissolve. She noticed everything about everyone. That's what made her extraordinary both on camera and off. Talent, Dame Judi has said, opens doors. But kindness is what makes you remember someone. These 5 gave her comfort, laughter, companionship, and the quiet reassurance that she wasn't walking this extraordinary life alone. If that resonates with you, leave a like and subscribe. There are more stories worth telling.